Hello, beautiful friends. This is Erica with Conscious Alchemy 1111 and Crystal Rose Insights. Here to do a special video about breakthroughs. We have been in an energy of massive things happening in the twin flame community. The energies have really been shaken up by this recent eclipse. Now, I do want to say that no matter when you're watching this, my videos are intended to be timeless, okay? So whenever you're seeing this, no matter when the eclipse was or wasn't, if the message resonates, that's Spirit's way of getting you the message when it's intended. So with that, we're going to do this special video today specific about what is breaking free, what is breaking through for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine and the union. There have been incredible energies here over the last several days in particular leading up to this eclipse. We were in a portal from the 11th through the 22nd. The eclipses. There was an eclipse portal that has really intensified things. So with this, this is also going to be a bit of a rallying call to those of you in the twin flame community or those light workers that maybe you're not twin flame, but you are here to ascend the planet to help with raising consciousness and to really let the love win out, the energy of unconditional love and faith. So, let's see. Okay, so a couple quick things before I get started. If you would like a private session with me, the information is down below. My schedule is very limited for live sessions at this point. I think I'm booked up all the way for the next couple of months. So I may be closing off personal readings for a period of time. I'm not sure when or necessarily if. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it, but if you want to get a video reading, the information is down below. And I am going to be doing an extended reading as well. But what we're going to talk about in this video today is specifically what is breaking through or breaking free. What is being shaken up for both Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and the union. So we're going to take a look at that in depth. If this feels like it's resonating in the extended reading, I'm going to get into more details of what's supporting the breakthrough, what's challenging the breakthrough. How can the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine stay in the light? What is the guidance? How are they supporting each other energetically? Each one wants the other one to know about what they're going through and what they really would like the other person to understand. So I will say there's been a lot of shakeup here energetically with a lot of unions, and not necessarily in a bad way. It's just been more like something has broken free energetically that needed to happen in order to create some momentum, some forward movement. So with that, I have this black tourmaline that I happened to find when I went gem mining here. This was about a year ago that I found this, just under a year ago. This is really good for protection, energy, protection against negative energy. It's very grounding. Black tourmaline wanted to be here today because there are a lot of unions that are on the brink of happening or in the process of happening. There are the energies that don't want them to come into union, okay? So this is why we have this protection energy here for us during this reading, because this is going to be really important and information for those of you that feel called in your mission to really support the ascension process for humanity. So with that, I think I'm just going to get started and let's see what is coming through. Now, I do want to say a really quick comment. I wasn't necessarily going to address this, but I think it's a really good teaching moment for those of you interested in learning. If you watched my last video, I talked about the new moon. You guys know my videos are intended to be timeless. So whether I'm recording it at the eclipse, the new moon, the full moon, ultimately the energies are the energies coming through. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that the video I did the other day about the breakthrough, or where I talked about the new moon, actually was for the full moon lunar eclipse that we just had. Full moon Leo lunar eclipse. But yet I said new moon on the reading, and many of you felt it was important to point that out to me. And trust me, guys, before I was even done with the reading, I knew that I had said the new moon. But here's the important point to understand about that. I was called by Spirit to do the reading in the way that I did it. Okay? There are energies that were coming through. They had me pull cards in a different way than I ever have before, and I was following the guidance. The message very clearly was manifestation and breakthroughs. Okay, so that is the energy that was coming through with this particular full moon lunar eclipse. Okay, so with that, as you know, my readings are timeless. Oftentimes people also will be reading this at the new moon or watching this at the new moon. It's going to resonate perfectly. So regardless of what I say in the video or not say in the video, I'm not an astrologer. But the point is, the only thing I want to share is less that I didn't bother re-recording it because the reading was so perfect and the energies were so perfect, because I said a mistake of new moon versus full moon. But the point is, I was responding to the energies that I was being given and the messages. So a lot of the messages were very similar to new moon energies in the way that they were giving it to me. So with that, if there was any confusion around that, I wanted to explain just also how I work. You guys know I'm not a by-the-book tarot reader or card reader. I am a channeler, guided intuitive, and I use cards as a tool. So here's the point. If the message was resonating, whether I said new moon or full moon or, you know, red moon, blue moon, orange moon, whatever, the messages still resonate. So this is not about the technicalities, and more about the intention and the receiving of the energy. And I think that's all I wanted to say about that. Because if you want to dismiss the reading simply because I said new moon instead of full moon, well, that's on you. You might have missed out on some really freaking amazing information. Well, I know you did, because I know what happened in the reading and in the extended reading. Oh my gosh, you guys sent me the best comments about the extended reading, about what happened in that reading. It was amazing. Okay, so let's see what's breaking free here for the twin flames. Light workers in general, okay? If you're not a twin flame, it's totally fine. This is light workers. What is breaking free for divine masculine right now? Courage. Oh my God. I literally, when I was doing this reading, I was like, if that card comes up again, there we go. So this card came out for the divine masculine a few days ago. So he is breaking free. What he's breaking free of is the fact that fear has been holding him back. Fear is an illusion, and it is what the divine masculine is currently breaking free of. He is having things happen in his life that are making him realize that fear has held him back, that he has not been courageous, and by not being courageous, he has been leaving things on the table that are for his to claim if he only breaks free of his fears, okay? So he is really learning that breaking free from the fears, breaking free from the entrapment of these fears, is what's holding him back from living the life that he wants to live. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what's breaking free for divine feminine. Let's see what's happening with her. Adventure, nice. So she's in an energy of really having this, just starting to manifest, having a sense of fun, a sense of living life to its fullest, doing things differently than she's done before. You know, you may, as the divine feminine, just with this eclipse energy, and again, timeless reading whenever you're watching this, if you've recently had this feeling of like, I want to burst forth into a new realm, into a new way of being. I want to try new things. I want to do things differently. I want to do things that have previously scared me. So some of you guys may be you're just feeling this real sense of adventure, whereas I'm hearing duty versus adventure. Feels like before you were feeling very much like very dutiful. Like you had a job to do and you were doing it very diligently, and now you're like, you know what? I have earned my ability to go and have a sense of adventure. And it's really interesting that this is coming up, because this is what I did over the weekend. Took a quick spontaneous trip up to the mountains, and it was unbelievable. So I'm not surprised that this energy is coming free. So both the divine masculine and divine feminine have definitely this breakthrough energy. One of stepping into courage, breaking free from the fears that have held the divine masculine back. And for the divine feminine, it's like, it's not that she's been held back by the fears as much. It's like, okay, I've kind of conquered this territory. I want to go see some new territory. I want to go see what new is happening. All right, so let's get some cards now on getting some more details of what is happening with relating to these breakthroughs that are happening here. Oh, and you know what else I'm going to pull? Hold on. I'm going to see what's breaking through, what's the breakthrough or the big like shift. What's happened for the union? Let's see what is breaking free for the union. And here we have growth. This is about taking baby steps as you grow. This is about learning from others. To me, this feels very much like you're both realizing that you're these magical beings and now you're trying out your new wings. What's breaking free is like you both know that you are these Pegasi? My daughter calls them Pegasi. She always corrects me because there's apparently the difference between an alicorn and a Pegasi, and those of you with daughters probably have had this conversation, so I don't even know. I could be saying the wrong thing here, but oh well, okay. But these Pegasi are completely know that they're magical beings and they know they can fly, and they're just breaking free into this new, trying out these new magical powers. So it feels like the union energy is lifting off of the ground here through these breakthroughs for the counterparts. Okay, so let's get a sense here. I'm going to pull 9 cards. Okay. Let's see for Divine Masculine here, recent past. And I'm not going to read reversals, guys, unless they're calling me to. I'm going to pull 9 cards. Reunion energy. Knight of Pentacles and Divine Feminine. Okay, she's getting... Those two jumped out, so I'm just going to leave them. So these are the recent past energies here. For the Divine Masculine, he's been realizing the spiritual connection with this Hierophant. What has caused him to feel the need to muster up courage to break free of his illusions is because of his spiritual truth. His starting to trust his truth, his spirituality, what he knows to be true about this relationship with his Divine Feminine. This understanding and knowing that there is a spiritual reason for the relationship is what is causing him to break free. It's like he's getting called by his soul. Now, there has been slow movement forward in the union. It's been very slow moving because, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, this is in the union energies. It's like there's this... Well, before I do that, Divine Feminine, she's in a place where she's really broken free of her past heartache, heartbreak. She's very clear. She's being very decisive. She knows her truth, and she's living from her truth. And she's no longer feeling this sadness and this heartbreak from the past. It's like she's conquered that, which is why she's feeling this sense of adventure. It's like I'm feeling like, even though this eclipse energy of what's been going on may have been feeling heavy for some of you, it is a breaking free into a new energy of adventure. And because no longer is she being weighed down by the past heartache, the past pain, the past things that have made her need to do the healing work, which can be kind of heavy and not as much. It's hard to do heavy healing work and have a sense of adventure at the same time. So that's what I'm feeling for Divine Feminine. But there has been forward movement here, but very slow in the union energies. So let's get, I'm going to pull 6 more cards. And I'll put them down, and then we're going to get started. And look what's I just saw. The Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, guys. Okay. They're wanting to be seen. All right, I'm going to pull 6 cards here. Page of Wands, a World, a Knight of Swords, and then Ace of Cups, the Star, and the Tower. Like I said, breakthrough. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. All right. So the current energies here, the Page of Wands is someone who's wanting to take action. He may be communicating about a new endeavor, moving forward with things. It's a very passionate energy. So this is why he's mustering up courage, is because he wants to communicate something about where he wants to go, because he has a spiritual truth. Where does he want to go is this Ace of Cups. He wants this new beginning. He's struggling with how to communicate it, and maybe doesn't want to necessarily, he doesn't want to communicate it until he really knows that it's, that not that he really knows, because he knows already, but it's almost like he's in the Page of Wands energy, which can sometimes be this little feeling of awkwardness, of not knowing what to do next. But what's coming is this Ace of Cups here. For the Divine Feminine, she's getting all the Swords energy. Her living by her truth. She may have also been very clearly communicating something. She may have moved forward with just having the, like, this is, she's gone charge full ahead. She may have, it's in, because so the recent past has been this King energy. She's in her truth. She knows it, okay? What's in the now energy in terms of this breakthrough is she's charging forward. She's the one that's busting through the wall. Whatever that wall is, whether that's a wall of communication, whether that's a wall of action, whether that's just living in her truth, making some decisions, being very decisive about her life, she is like busting forth through something which has caused this fulfillment energy in the current union. This is the completion of a chapter. Because I'm noticing that, see that the Divine Feminine's Knight is moving towards this page, and she's charging full steam ahead. He's looking at her, and he wants to move forward, but he's not quite at the Knight of Wands energy yet. He's just at the page. She's a little bit ahead of him, but it's almost like he needs this little kick in the pants to get running. Because she's like, I'm charging at this. I'm charging at my life. And he's sort of standing there talking a game like he's going to take charge, but he's not actually moving. Okay, she's moving in her life, and he's sitting there talking about moving, but she's actually moving. But there is, what's happening in the now energy is this World card, which is just this ending of the cycle. Something has had to break through. Remember what I said at the beginning? It's like something has had to break through in order to change things. There had to be something that's like been a shakeup, and that's happened a lot. For a lot of people right here with this, again, with the recent energies. But here it is, stars aligning in the union. This breakthrough, this Tower moment, this breakthrough coming in will lead to this Ace of Cups. Because when I'm seeing the Divine Feminine being in her truth, charging forward, this breakthrough, this is what's coming. This is a rebuilding with a new foundation, but it is a breakthrough. This definition of the Tower card for me is almost like something has to bust through in order to happen. And look, the stars are aligning. This is a card of hope, of dreams, of things being destined. So whatever this breakthrough has been for the two of you, and again, this is different for all of you being a general reading, but there is this breakthrough that needed to happen to bring this completion of this cycle, this fulfillment, and this healing energy. The stars aligning. So, and you guys have manifested this. You know, the Magician is here to say, like, you've manifested this. I'm getting drawn to these two again. So the Adventure and the Courage card. All right, thank you, Spirit. What they're telling me is that the Divine Feminine going on her adventure is leading the Divine Masculine to have courage, to break free. She is showing him how to do this in the relationship. She is showing him how to fly. And he wants to fly. He wants to go with her. But he realizes that if he does not go with her, she will leave him behind. She's going to be leaving him behind. And that's why he needs this courage. Because he's like, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this beautiful woman living from her truth. Speaking her truth. Living from her truth. And this is what's been the breakthrough. It's like the Divine Feminine, because part of the growth card here, it says seek out a mentor or a guide. The Divine Feminine is mentoring the Divine Masculine, whether it's conscious or not. She is, through her example, through her energy, teaching him how to do this, how to fly. Yeah. I feel like these two have come up a lot recently in my readings for the collective here on this channel. I'm going to pull a card here also. I'm going to see. Oh, they're guiding me to a different deck. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sometimes they're doing eeny meeny with me about which deck to take. Like, can you hurry it up? I've got people waiting. Oops. Now they're just making fun of me for saying that. They're like, okay. All right, let me just get a card here on the union energies. Tell me about this growth. Another last message about this growth. Oh, here it is, the Two of Cups. This is about that soulmate connection, the partnership. It's happening. Slow movement forward. It's happening. Look at this. The World, the Star, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and growth. Taking baby steps. Even though there's been a breakthrough here energetically, it still may show up as baby steps. Some of you may be having something really dramatic happen in your dynamic as a result of this. But others, don't fret if something's not happening dramatically in the physical plane, because it is about baby steps forward for some of you, but energetically it's broken free. You know, it's like the dam has burst in a lot of ways, and so now it's how it's going to actually transpire. So, all right, guys, well, definite breakthrough reading, that's for sure. Especially with the Tower coming here, but I love how the Divine Masculine got the same card as the last reading. But so what I'm going to do now is, if this is resonating, if this feels like it's the right energy for you, then I'm actually going to go do the extended reading. What we're going to look at over there, because if this is resonating, I'm tuning into your dynamic, which means in the extended, it's almost like getting a private reading. But what I'm going to go over in the extended is what is currently supporting the breakthrough, what is challenging the breakthrough for each of them, how can they stay in the light, because remember, the closer they get to union, the more that the dark may not want them to come together. So that's where fears can, this is about mastery of your fears and breaking free. So how can each of them stay in their light, what they can do to support each other energetically, what each of them wants the other one to know, and what they need from each other, and just more how the dynamic is playing out. So if this is resonating, if you want to meet me over there, I will head on over there now. If not, I hope this has been supportive for you guys and helpful. And if you haven't checked me out on Instagram, I am over there doing some readings there that I don't do here. So it's at Crystal Rose Insights over on Instagram. And I guess until next time, guys, I send you so much love. Bye.